All right, Minister. A recent letter to the editor of the Tribune raised concerns about mosquito fogging, whether it's safe to people, to the bees and population. What would you say to residents who are worried about what is being sprayed in their communities?
So when applied as per recommendation or as per instructions, this is not a harmful product that is sprayed in communities. Notice is given to the beekeepers of when spraying schedules are about to happen, and so they are given time to put their bees in proper safekeeping so that they are not affected. But this is something that has been already tried and tested, right, with industry standards. And so where we get complaints, we continue to do research. Down at the Department of Environmental Health Services, we have scientists who are there. We have EMRAD, who also tests our waters and other substances. And so we are confident and comfortable that we are applying these chemicals in the proper manner, because they are done by industry professionals, and there's a training that's involved also in the use of these products.
In your recent 2026 to 2027 budget contribution, you mentioned enhanced vector control with 20 new mosquito fogging machines. Why was this investment necessary now?
Well, we see during the rainy season and during the hot weather that mosquitoes, people want to enjoy their backyards, their outdoor spaces. You have more weddings and outdoor functions during this time of year. And it's extremely important that we help people to be comfortable and safe in environments. Also, pets are often attacked by mosquitoes, and so we want to make sure that humans and pets and everyone who want to enjoy outdoor spaces, as much as possible, we make that a comfortable and safe environment. Mosquitoes also have the danger of passing sometimes diseases when we have things like dengue and Zika, these mosquito-borne diseases. Now, we don't have any of those alerts for those type of activities that are normally first seen in other countries, but we make sure that we keep population down, and also that we get the cooperation of residents, because it's extremely important that people take care of their yards by tipping water that's accumulated in paint cans or any bottles or cans or buckets. We want persons not to keep tires that attract mosquitoes and water and become breathing spaces for mosquitoes. So we also treat still and standing water areas like lakes and ponds. And we want the public also to help us to identify areas that may seem a danger when it comes to mosquito hazards. We're asking persons not to continue to keep derelict cars in communities. We're moving very aggressively to remove these large, not only because of fires, these large makeshift, I would say, garages, or these roadside garages out of the communities. This is a part of the work of Ministry of Works, along with Environment and also Urban Renewal. And so we have a committee that's looking at assisting in removing this vexing problem from the inner cities. But when it comes to mosquitoes and rodents, we need the help of our people. We need the help of communities to make sure that their surroundings are clean, so that we don't have the proliferation of mosquitoes, rodents, and other vector-borne, or the exposure to vector-borne diseases.
You just mentioned about removing the vaccine process in inner cities. What's the timeline looking like that for that?
Well, we are currently, we have some movement at one of the larger garages, and we have recently been in talks with how to now deal with vehicles that you move from one location. So we're in the prep stage of another location off Gladstone Road, and we want, as you turn off Carmichael and onto Gladstone Road, we want this location to be prepped properly so it doesn't become a community of just derelict vehicles. We want proper roadside garages spaces, and we're going to give persons the options either doing that or not having them at all. So we want the cooperation of these business owners, but where we have to, we have now been given through this budget. We have now passed the laws for spot fines to happen through the Department of Environmental Health. So persons who aren't complying would have to pay. And I think that that is a more difficult way to go. As a business owner, you would wish to comply rather than have to get it, let it hurt you in your pocket. Because the safety of our community is paramount. This is, yes, we want people to make money. We don't want to stop persons from making a living. But if you have to spend that money on the health, or if you have to sacrifice the health of yourself and others, then in itself you're shooting yourself in the foot. We're not going to condone the continuous use of any type of processes that affect the wider community just for the ambition of a few dollars.
You just mentioned health. How does the ministry balance mosquito control as a public health issues with concerns about pollinators, pets, and the wider environment?
Well, so we send out notices, and also the scheduling of this. We don't fog every day, especially in the same areas. So even though it's uncomfortable for some people, sometimes they want us to send a truck every time they feel mosquitoes. That isn't something that we just haphazardly do. Like I said, there's research involved. It's also scheduling involved, and there are trained agents who actually do the process of mosquito fogging. And so the beekeepers, they get to put away their bees and secure their bees. And also, we don't want to kill the population of like butterflies and other insects that are important to the ecosystem. And so this is a balanced approach. That's why we don't allow fogging outside of the Department of Environmental Health, who is responsible for this duty. And we're asking persons not to try to fog themselves, okay, because this is something that have to be regulated, and it affects other insects. It's safe on animals. Malathion is the chemical, and its proper use is safe for humans and animals alike. However, it have to be done in a proper manner at a scheduled pace so that you don't affect humans or animals in the process.
Do you think with the addition of these 20 new machines, you'll have to look back at some of the safeguarding that you already had in place to ensure this?
Yes, of course. Well, these machines are to be deployed to the family islands in many cases, and so we have trained agents on those islands also. So the use of the machines, they will not be distributed in any way to the public. This is all done internally with the Department of Environmental Health Services. And the family islands are looking forward to them. As you know, being an archipelago is very difficult, even with the Keys and us doing developments on Keys. You have a population growth in specific islands that never saw the level of growth they are seeing now. And part of that growth, you're going to see that people need spaces where they can use outdoor more. They can use the outdoor more. The residents, whether tourists or Bahamians alike, they want to be in comfortable environments where the evenings are cooler, and they don't have to be subjected of going indoors, and because outside is just too uncomfortable. They're being attacked by mosquitoes, and so we are doing our part to make sure that we not only enhance our tourism sector, encourage people to use the outdoor, clean air environment, but also we make it comfortable and safe for Bahamians and visitors alike.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.